And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to R.A. Faginal Hall as we bring you Blue Jay basketball tonight. The Blue Jays entertain the Carthage Redmen. Good evening, everybody. My name is Mark Kruger, delighted to bring you all the action as we go down now to the public address announcer. Here is Bruce Hill with the player introductions.
6'10" sophomore, number 34, Sean Jackson. Bring coached by Bosco Dirk and contest with the record of 7 and 12.
The familiar five. John Baines bringing out Jake Rohde, Nick Perry, Derek Dotlich, Jeremy Ireland, and Pavlos Marakis. The Blue Jays in their home white uniforms with an overall mark of 10-9. They are 5-5 in the CCIW. Averaging 78 points per contest are the Blue Jays. That's fourth in the league in scoring. And meanwhile, the Redmen, 7-12 overall, 2-8 in league play. They're trying to snap a 4-game losing skid. Bosco Jurkovic in his 23rd season as the head coach at Carthage, former North Park head coach, where he won a couple of national championships. He was also the head baseball coach at North Park. He will send out TJ Best, Mike Kennedy, Jordan Kedrowski, Keenan Baltimore, and Sean Johnson. Keenan Baltimore is averaging over 20 points per game. He is the leading scorer for the Redmen. Johnson and Marakis to jump center, tip control by the visiting Redmen in their traveling black uniforms. And we are underway here in Elmhurst. 3-ball by Kedrowski is off the mark, rebound by Marakis. By the way, we hope wherever you are nice and warm. It has absolutely been brutal as far as the weather goes the last couple of days, as I'm sure you know. Turn it over here for the Blue Jays. Rohde with a bad pass, and finishing at the other end with a left-handed layup is TJ Best. So Best, the sophomore out of Arlington Heights, went to Wheeling High School, scores the first bucket of the game. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com. My name is Mark Kruger. So glad to have you with us. CCIW basketball, Blue Jays and the Redmen of Carthage. Marakis with 4 on the shot clock. Rohde's gonna have to put it up. 1 on the shot clock. Oh, they're calling a shot clock violation. So a couple of early turnovers here. Not a good start for the Blue Jays. Mentioned Rohde averaging over 22 points per game. He also gives you 2 steals per game as well. And one guy, Sean Johnson, who averages over 10 points per game, over 6 rebounds per game. Sean Johnson has 66 blocks. You saw him there, number 34. He is the guy to watch out for when you take the ball into the lane. Dotlich will spot up for 3. No. Kedrowski got the rebound. Here's Kennedy. That's Johnson, and he got pushed a little bit by Marakis, no foul. Good matchup there with Marakis and Johnson. Johnson, a sophomore. Shot from the top of the key by Kennedy is short. Played almost 2 minutes, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Redmen. Jeremy Ireland left baseline. missed the shot, and Kennedy couldn't handle it, so it's going to remain Blue Jay basketball here. The Blue Jays back on December 8th up in Kenosha knocked off Carthage 95-79. Ireland's three is off to the right. Kennedy whips it up top as Redmond working around the perimeter. Now it's Johnson working on Ireland. Johnson backing in. The hook shot is good. Sean Johnson with his first field goal. Him and Best each have a field goal, and it's 4-0 Carthage. Perry on the drive. Bounce pass. Maracas, and he lays it in. Nice pass from Nick Perry getting the assist, and Pavlos Maracas, the 6'7" senior out of Athens, Greece, and he comes up with a steal here. He's got Rhodey ahead. Here's Jake in the open floor, and Jake's gonna lay it in. And just like that, two quick field goals, one by Maracas, one by Rhodey in transition, and we're tied at 4. Your league leaders, the Augustana Vikings. What else is new? There's a traveling violation called on Keenan Baltimore. Baltimore, the leading scorer for the Redmen, averaging over 20 a game. Augustana looking for its 5th consecutive CCIW Conference Championship. Right now, the Vikings are 11-0. North Central is in second at 9-2. Overall, Augustana 19-1, and that one loss came very early on in the season. Perry's three, that one hits the front of the rim, well short. And we're going to have a foul called here. First foul of the game is going to be on Pavlos Maracas. His first and the first team foul. Boy, I tell you, there's two words that I don't want to hear anymore put together. Polar vortex. The drive. No good. Oh, the foul beautifully done by Sean Johnson. Well timed by the sophomore. 6'10", went to Notre Dame College Prep. He's only 205 pounds. Again, only a sophomore. Blocking foul is going to be called here on Johnson. His first and the team's first. Boy, he's got a really nice feel for the game. Nice touch. That hook shot was nice. And of course, 66 blocks on the season by Johnson as well. Here's Rhodey into the lane. Bounce pass, Ireland. That's what you're going to have to do against Johnson, although Ireland could quite hit. Loose ball picked up by the Redmen. 6-4 in favor of Carthage. That's a three ball, and that one is good. Jordan Kedrowski nailing the triple, and that gives the Redmen a 9-4 lead here. Perry on the drive, and it went off the fingertips of Kedrowski. So it will be Blue Jay basketball with 19 on the shot clock. If you're just logged on to BlueJayTV.com, we're early on in the first half. 2 20-minute halves on the men's side. 4 10-minute quarters on the women's side. Nice bounce pass to Ireland. Kicks it out. You knew Johnson was there. Perry with 5 on the shot clock will stop, go glass. No, Johnson got the rebound. Kennedy gets it across half court, gives it to Best. Inside shot is no good by Baltimore, but he was fouled. And so Keenan will come to the line to shoot 2. Baltimore is an 82% free throw shooter. Second foul, by the way, on Pavlos Maracas. Pavlos does have a tendency to collect some fouls, and right now Coach Baines is leaving them in with the 2 fouls. Baltimore hits the first free throw. Keenan will have one more. Well, now indeed, Austin Brown is going to come into the game to replace Pavlos. Brown, a 6'5" senior from Andover, Kansas. As Baltimore, nothing but net on both free throws. Also in the game is Nick Balcom for the Blue Jays. 6'1" freshman from Carpentersville, Illinois, went to Jacobs High School. Ireland into the lane. Nice bounce pass for Brown, but he traveled. Into the game, Jay Militello. Or check that, I'm sorry, that's Ryan Patton. Thought it was 31 instead of 11. Rhodey, Patton, Brown, Ireland, and Balcom out there for head coach John Baines. 11-4, Carthage with the early lead here. Of course, John Baines, a longtime assistant to Mark Scherer, who is now the head coach at Milliken. Milliken was just in town on Saturday. Blue Jays won 74-67 against the Big Blue as Johnson gets another easy one. 6 for Sean Johnson. 13-4, Carthage by 9. Redmond's biggest lead of the game here. Ireland passed up the 3. Ryan Patton will take the 3, and it's no good. Kudrowski in the open floor. Kudrowski with a tough shot, no good, and Brown got the rebound. Good defense by Balcom. Ireland drives baseline, loses it. Carthage, that's going to be an offensive foul, and it is. Good defense by Balcom as he takes the charge here. Watch it. Good job by Nick of getting his feet set. Foul on TJ Best, the sophomore, his first. It's the second team foul. Both teams with 2 team fouls. Now it looks like a half-court trap by Carthage as the Blue Jays get it across. Now Jay Militello is into the game, number 31. 3-ball attempt by Patton. That one back of the iron, no good. And the rebound taken down by Kennedy. 13-4, Carthage with the lead. There's a drive, and we're gonna have a foul before the move. Foul's gonna be on Balcom, his first. It's the 3rd team foul. Boy, this really is a big game for the Blue Jays because the conference tournament, they changed the number of teams in the conference tournament from 4 to 6. And right now, Elmhurst would be the number 4 seed. They're 5-5 in league play. Illinois Wesleyan is right behind them at 4 and 6. So they do not really want to be the 5 seed or the 6 seed. And there's a bucket inside by Keenan Baltimore. And now the lead is 11, and John Baines wants to talk things over here. 15-4 lead for Carthage to start the game. So again, the Blue Jays, they want to stay in that number 4 seed. Now, after tonight's game, the Blue Jays go on the road for 3. Saturday night, they'll be in Wheaton. 7 o'clock start. On February 6th, they'll be at North Park. And a week from this Saturday, February 9th, they'll be down in Bloomington to take on Illinois Wesleyan. That is always a tough place to play. So 3 road games for the Blue Jays after tonight. Of course, this game was originally scheduled to be played last night, but because of the severe weather, it was changed to tonight. Talking to several Carthage players, the trip down from Kenosha was uneventful. It was a good trip, no issues, and of course we wish them a safe journey back up to Kenosha after the game here tonight. Gotta tell you, I did not leave my house for the entire day yesterday. With -50, 60-degree temperatures with the wind chill, I hope you did not go outside and venture out into that either. But like I said, over the next couple of days, temperature is going to slowly climb back up into the 30s and the 40s by the weekend. All right, here's pressure now by Carthage. See if the Blue Jays can, through the fingertips of Ryan Patton. And the slow start continues here for the Blue Jays. Elmhurst with 5 turnovers so far in this game. Carthage with 3 turnovers. 12:35 remaining here in the first half. 15-4 in favor of Carthage as Johnson has it stripped as he went to the hoop. In the open floor, Rohde will pull up for 3. Yes! Jake Rohde buries the triple. That's exactly what the Blue Jays needed. Elmhurst trailing by just 8 now, 15-7. Again, Jake averaging over 22 points per game, one of the leading scorers in the entire league. Rohde ahead, Balcom with the lay-in. So Nick Balcom in transition gets the feed from Jake Rohde, and Bosko Jurakovic wants to burn a timeout, and he does. A 30-second timeout here. So a 3-ball by Jake Rohde. A nice assist by Jake. Nick Balcom getting the layup. And just like that, the Blue Jays are within 6, 15-9. Shooting the ball in the game, Carthage is 6 of 11 right now for 55%. The Blue Jays just 4 of 12, 33%. Carthage leading the rebounding battle 8-5. So we'll see if the Blue Jays can pick it up offensively, get on track here as they now trail, as I mentioned, by just 6. Kennedy, bounce pass and knocked away by Patton, and Patton goes onto the floor and he calls a timeout while he is on the floor. And now it looks like Keenan Baltimore is down, and he slowly gets up. Now he gets some help from his teammate, TJ Best, and he's gonna walk over. Looks like he's gonna be okay. 32nd timeout taken by John Baines and the Blue Jays. Elmhurst, I mentioned, averaging 78 points per game. Carthage, 76 points per contest. Carthage, by the way, will be back in action on Saturday. They'll be at home against Illinois Wesleyan. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off up in Kenosha. So for the Blue Jays, you've got Balcom, Rohde, Militello, Brown, and Ryan Patton out there. Rohde is the only starter. Out onto the floor, he's got the ball now. Guarded by Best. Brown wide open for a 3. That's good. So Austin Brown's triple, and the Blue Jays are within 3. 15-12. An 8-0 run now by the Blue Jays. Best tried to get it inside to Baltimore, and there is a Blue Jay foul. Foul is on Jay Militello. That is his first personal foul. It's the 4th team foul. 2 team fouls for Carthage. Coming up on the 11-minute mark here of the first half. Glad to have you with us. There's a 3-ball attempt by Kodrowski, and he buries it. Jordan's 2nd triple of the night. And the lead is now 6 as that snapped that 8-0 run by the Blue Jays. Trying to answer is Patton in the left corner. He buries the triple. 3rd triple of the game for the Blue Jays. 3 different players. Rohde has one. You just saw Patton, and Austin Brown has a triple. As the Blue Jays are back to within 3, 18-15. Kennedy for 3. That one is no good. And battling for position. Oh my, looks like they're going to hit Jay Militello with the foul. Jay can't believe it. That is Jay's 2nd. Nick Perry is going to come into the game for the Elmhurst College Blue Jays. And for the Redmen, it will be Brett Zarek, a sophomore, number 20 into the game. And now another foul before the inbounds pass. I think they're going to hit Nick Perry with the foul. It is indeed on Nick. That's his first, and it's already the 6th team foul. Kiedrowski to inbound it for the Redmen. Here's Baltimore lobbing it inside to Johnson, knocked around and into the hands of Ryan Patton. Ryan pushing it up. Oh, beautiful pass to Militello, lays it in. Ryan Patton with a beautiful pass to Jay Militello, and the Blue Jays are within one. 18-17. Here's Baltimore working on Militello with those 2 fouls, trying to get the 3rd foul. There's Johnson, though, cleaning up. And Johnson now with 8. Carthage by 3, 20-17. Boy, Sean Johnson is just a tough guy. Around the glass, he's got a beautiful touch. He's gonna have to push him out. Brody, bounce pass, Patton. He'll take another 3-ball. Yeah, ooh, I thought that was it. Got pinched between the backboard and the rim, and it's going to be Blue Jay basketball. Apparently it did not hit the rim because there's 3 on the shot clock. I thought it hit the rim, but apparently it just hit the backboard. Brown back in along with Ireland. Blue Jays with 3 to shoot. Get up, gonna shoot it. Brody, and a shot clock violation. 2nd shot clock violation of the night for the Blue Jays. So for Coach Baines, you've got Perry, Rhodey, Ireland, Patton, and Austin Brown out there. 9:23 to go here in the first half. Blue Jays trailing by 3. Kennedy for 3. Front of the rim, no good. Ireland got the rebound, hands it off to Rhodey. Jake pushing it up the floor. Ireland, he can hit that 3. Left baseline, that one is way off by Jeremy. Here come the Redmen. Just under 9 minutes to play. The Redmen with the ball leading by 3. Kiedrowski from the free throw line, he hits. 3rd field goal of the game for Jordan. He's got 8. Couple of 3 balls and that field goal right there. The lead is 5. And that one is knocked out of bounds by Zarek. It'll be Blue Jay basketball. Dotledge back into the game for the Blue Jays. And for Carthage, it's number 14, Jacob Polglaze. Polglaze is a 6'3" junior from Australia. Went to high school in Florida. 8:25 to go here in the first half. 22-17, Carthage. Ireland, Dotledge will take the 3. Yes, Derek Dotledge on the board. 7th different Blue Jay to score. And it's 22-20. The Redmen by 2. Polglaze gives it to Baltimore. Baltimore will pull up and take the jumper, no good. Oh, Johnson went over the back of Brown, and there's the call. So for Sean Johnson, that is his 2nd foul. Nice job by Brown of getting the inside position, and it looks like Johnson will take a seat here with the 2 fouls as Josh Sobecki, a freshman, comes into the game, number 44, 6'6", 225-pounder from Zion Benton. Zion Benton. In Zion, Illinois. Ireland guarded by Baltimore. Jeremy backing him into the lane. Hook shot, no good. Sobecki got the rebound. Boy, that's a good look. More often than not, Ireland buries that shot. Sobecki stolen by Perry. Perry's going to take it all the way, and Nick will lay it in for the easy 2. And a timeout taken by Bosco Jurikovic, as it's a 30-second timeout taken by the Redmen. So good defense by Nick Perry, getting the steal and the lay-in, and we are tied at 22. Take another look at it here as you see Perry there in the passing lanes getting the steal. And he's going to have an easy right-handed lay-in for Nick Perry, his first 2 points of the game. He becomes the 8th different Blue Jay to score. 7:23 to go here in this first half. We're tied at 22. Kedrowski has 8. Sean Johnson has 8 for the Redmen. Although Johnson is on the bench right now with 2 fouls. Pavlos Marakis and Jay Militello on the bench for the Blue Jays, each with 2 fouls of their own. Pressure now in the backcourt by the Blue Jays. Oh, it was knocked out of bounds, but they're going to call a foul. It's going to be on Nick Perry. That's his second. It's the 7th team foul already. So with 7:19 remaining, the Redmen will be shooting free throws the rest of this first half. Jordan Kedrowski, an 80% free throw shooter, will have 1 and the bonus. Leaves that one short. Ireland got the rebound. Still deadlocked at 22. Ireland knew he thought about taking the 3. Now he sets a screen for Balcom. Nice bounce pass inside to Ireland, who lays it in. Ireland becomes the last starter to score, and now 9 different Blue Jays have scored here in this first half. A nice balanced attack. Blue Jays lead it by 2. Pole Glaze. Kedrowski will dribble it back out near the half-court line. 6 to shoot. Kedrowski picks up his dribble, whips it inside to Sobecki, who lays it in. Josh Sobecki broke free after Kedrowski got double-teamed, and for Josh, he had the easy field goal to tie the game up at 24. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Blue Jay basketball. Johnson returns. Into the game for Carthage, number 33, Kyle Pierce, 6'4" sophomore from Ada, Michigan. The drive on Rhodey, and he went and makes the bucket. Johnson was behind him, did not get the block. And for Rhodey, that's his 7th points of the game. He leads the Blue Jays in scoring with 7. Blue Jays back up by 2. Traveling violation called on Zarek. Jay Militello back into the game. He replaces Brown. So Militello back out there for the Blue Jays with 2 fouls. Sean Johnson back into the game for the Redmen with 2 fouls. Just under 6 minutes remaining here in this first half. Thank you so much for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. My name is Mark Kruger. Militello will pull up from 15, back of the iron, no good. Rebound by Pole Glaze, and a travel violation called in the backcourt by the Redmen. And it'll be Blue Jay basketball. Other action in the CCIW tonight. Milliken is down in Bloomington taking on Illinois Wesleyan. Wheaton is at Carroll, and Augustana, your league leaders. Good one here at North Central. So your 2 league leaders, Augustana at 11-0, at North Central at 9-2 in conference play. There's the block by Johnson. Block number 67 on the year for Sean. And Ireland knew he was back there. Ireland was actually fading away when he took that shot. Johnson still got the block. 3-ball attempt by Pole Glaze, back of the iron, and it comes out long. And Carthage has it. Pole Glaze on the drive. Can't get it to go. Ireland got the rebound. Good job by Jeremy battling on the glass. Rhodey, he'll pull up, go off the glass, way too strong. Johnson got the rebound. 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Popping out, Pole Glaze. Here's Pole Glaze from the elbow. That one is off. Ireland with yet another rebound. Here's Rhodey. Up ahead, Militello. Rhodey, one dribble, bounce pass to Ireland. Jeremy for 3. Yes. Nothing but net for Jeremy Ireland. His second field goal of the game. The Fenwick product transferred from North Central College over here to Elmhurst. Buries the triple, and that gives the Blue Jays their biggest lead of the half. It's at 5, 29-24. Balcom with a nice defensive play, and on the alternate possession, it will go to the Blue Jays. Baltimore comes back into the game for the Redmen. Michael Huff into the game for Carthage. Also Nick Perry back in for the Blue Jays. Nick gets it across half court now. The Redmen man-to-man defensively. Militello's going to take it all the way to the left hand and lay it in. Nice take to the hoop by Jay Militello. No help defense by the Redmen. Take another look at it here. Wide open lane. And Jay with the layup. The lead is 7 now for the Blue Jays, 31-24. There's a 3-ball attempt off the mark by Huff, and it's going to be a foul called against Carthage. Keenan Baltimore with the foul. That's his first. It's the 4th team foul of the half. 4 team fouls for Carthage. 7 team fouls for the Blue Jays. 3.5 minutes left here. We are in the first half. Again, the Blue Jays trying to get a game over 500 in conference play. Ireland left wide open. Front of the rim, no good. Nice rebound there by Michael Huff. Huff really got up for that one. Good steal by Ireland. Carthage getting back defensively. Ireland from the free throw line kicks it out. Militello for 3. Kennedy got the rebound for Carthage. 3 minutes remaining. First half. Baltimore on the drive. Boy, a tough off-balance shot, but Keenan got it to go. 6 points now for Keenan Baltimore, averaging over 20 points per game. There you saw the tail end of it there. A tough shot. Dotlich for 3. Yes. Derek Dotlich with his second 3-ball. Wide open shot. The Blue Jays lead it 34-26. And that 3-ball good by Keenan Baltimore. So he answers Dotlich's 3. So we take another look at it here as both teams starting to heat up just a little bit. Traveling violation called on Dotlich. Derek wanting a little bit of an explanation. Oh no, wait a minute. Did they call a foul? Okay, they did call a foul on Baltimore. So for Baltimore, that's his second. And Baltimore can't believe it. And Bosko Jurikovic is still talking to one of the officials. He's looking for an explanation. Rhodey comes back in. He will inbound it. Nick Balcom will take a seat. So it's 34-29. Blue Jays by 5. Blue Jays with the ball. Here's Rhodey. Working around a Brown screen. Dotlich. Oh, he was fouled. Count the bucket. The foul on Mike Kennedy. And Derek Dotlich looking to complete a rare 4-point play. Derek Dotlich with his 3rd triple of the game. Here's another look at it. Dotlich squaring up. You see Kennedy on the closeout, but he hit his arm. And so now for Dotlich, a 75% free throw shooter, a chance to complete the rare 4-point play, and he does. Dotlich in double figures as we take another look at it here. And Dotlich goes down. You see the clear hit on his arm. So a 4-point play for Dotlich. The lead is 9. 38-29. Baltimore got cut off by Militello. Here's Johnson from 10, yes. Sean Johnson is already at his scoring average with 10 points. Nice shot there right inside the free throw line. Brown, double team. Here's Balcom. 38-31. Another three ball by Dotlich. That was well short. Baltimore goes down after the shot in transition and hitting the layup. Nice job of running the floor there was Michael Huff. You see Huff there in transition, the tail end of it there. The Blue Jays do not get back defensively. And now we've got an official's timeout here as one of the officials is talking to Bosko Jurakovic, the head coach for Carthage. It's a 5-point lead for the Blue Jays, 38-33. Not sure what the delay is. There's 1:06 left on the game clock. That's the amount of time left in the first half. And there's 24 seconds on the shot clock. I think we're ready to go now. Militello at the top. Hands it off to Dotlich. 14 on the shot clock. Backdoor cut is nice. Hands and the steal by Polglaze. Good idea. Polglaze just got a hand in there and got the steal. 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Johnson holding outside the arc. Now picks up his dribble. Kennedy on the drive, kicks it out. Polglaze, and that's a triple. Jacob Polglaze, his first 3 points of the game, 38-36. And that one is going to be thrown out of bounds. It was not deflected. It'll be Redmond basketball here. Nick Perry returns along with Nick Balcom for Coach Baines. 22.9 seconds to go in the half. Shot clock turned off. (38-36). Carthage with a chance to tie or perhaps take the lead if they hit a three ball here. 10 seconds to go in the half. Blue Jays by 2. Oh, and a foul on Nick Balcom. That's Nick's second for the Blue Jays. It's the 8th team foul, so it'll be 1 and the bonus here with 3 and 9/10 seconds left. Jeremy Ireland comes back into the game for Austin Brown. And so Jordan Kedrowski to the free throw line. He's 0 for 1 from the line here tonight. As I mentioned earlier, he's an 80% free throw shooter. He's got 1 and the bonus here. Pavlos Marakis back in the game, number 42. As Jordan hits the free throw, he'll have 1 more. Just under 4 seconds to go, so the Blue Jays can dribble the ball probably 2 or 3 times and perhaps get a shot off. Ryan Patton, a good 3-point shooter back in the game, number 11. Second free throw is good, and that ties the game up at 38. Dotlich, a good 3-point shooter, obviously back in the game as well. Ryan Patton will inbound. All good shooters into the game. Here's Rhodey, 3/4 court. That'll go, and it was just off to the left. 20 minutes in the books here at R.A. Fagnall Hall on the campus of Elmhurst College. Blue Jays and the Redmen were all deadlocked at 38. We'll take a timeout, come back for second half action. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
Education is kind of in my family. My dad's a principal, and so I've seen that lifestyle, and I wanted to further education of students, and I really enjoy kids. And so that being said, I wanted to be a teacher and then coach as well. The elementary education program is very rigorous. You get out in the field, you have field experience starting your sophomore year. So your sophomore through senior year, you're always in the field learning. I think that's just like a huge advantage here at Elmhurst College to have you out in the field early, just because you have such almost like a leg up on everyone else that is going into that major as well, just because you're out there, and it takes 3 or 4 years to realize what the system of a school is. We're in schools all the time as students, but not necessarily as teachers, so it's a different point of view to see the whole school atmosphere. The professors, they're really great. They always email you right back, even in the evenings if you have questions on assignments and papers. The ratio in the class is there's 12 or 13 students per professor in a class period in the elementary education program. And so with that being said, you're not a number, you're a name. And that's something that I really, really like, and it definitely prepares you. They always push you in the classroom, they always push you on the court, off the court. Our coaches push us to do other things besides sports and our major, to get out in the community. And with all that being said, it's kind of a resume builder, and so that's how it pushes us to become more prepared for the real world. Our basketball team actually has weekly meetings in the fall with the Center for Professional Excellence, so they help us build resumes and help us, get our name out to people and businesses for internships and jobs and all that. I know that when the time comes, I feel like I'm going to be prepared just through the education that Elmhurst has provided and the skills that I've learned as well through sports and our studies.
Coming here as a Division III player, you're coming here to get your degree. We have some players that go on to be professional athletes. They've gone overseas, but that's not the norm. Our players are coming, they're finishing their playing careers here. And so whenever they're done, they're being prepared in something else other than just basketball. So for us, that's the student-athlete model. You come in, you're working hard. Our players put in as much time as a Division I player does, but it's because they want to be there. I know that from motivating our players, if they're coming to practice, I know that they're working hard because it's out of them, not just because we've got a dollar sign, they have to do it, this is how they have to stay in school. They don't have to be there. They're there because they're motivated to, they want to be a good team, they want to be a good player, and there's something that's special about that experience to me, coaching that player.
Welcome to the cultural season at Elmhurst College. Elmhurst is a place of values and conviction. We were founded by 19th century reformers who believed in human potential, loved learning, and had standards. More than 140 years later, we still do. We still attract students and teachers who want to think for themselves and act on principles, who challenge and respect one another, who engage, serve, and celebrate our diverse, dynamic, interdependent world. A few years ago, to be clear about things, we wrote down our core values. This year, we asked some of our students what those values mean to them.
Elmhurst College is unique in so many ways.
Here we really do have values, and my professors know the values, and they push me to be those values.
Stewardship and faith and community and service, and it really does bring in kind of a level of just interaction with values that you never got before.
But as you kind of develop yourself over the years, you start to realize these values mean so much more, and you start to uncover the true meaning behind them.
You begin to see equivalencies between your life and the school, and then you discover that you're not just in a place of learning, you're also in a place of growing, you're in a place of maturity and value, exactly that, core values.
Intellectual excellence means allowing our minds to grow in ways that we've never thought they could before. It means exploring those new pathways, seeing how we could do things different. It means stepping outside of our box of what we know and what we're comfortable with and taking those risks to really grow and make things better. I think that's really the core of what intellectual excellence is.
The professors set the standard of intellectual excellence, and that rubs off on the students, and I feel like that's rubbed off on me.
You really have to push yourself. So to know that's actually a value here is pretty important, because that's something I value on my own. So if my college values it as well, that means I really belong here.
To say that Elmhurst College values community, I think, is an understatement. I think Elmhurst College is community in so many ways.
Coming to Elmhurst College, a small college, it has to be about community.
It doesn't really matter who you are or where you've come from. Everyone here will just love you for who you are.
The fact that every individual and every unique person is allowed to be in an environment together and learn from each other and grow with each other.
Just the fact that it's smaller and that you form those one-on-one relationships, it encourages creativity and questioning and all the things I wanted out of my college experience.
Social responsibility means caring for each individual as a person.
There are all these people, and they're all more important than my general happiness as a single person.
You're not only trying to better yourself, but I feel like it also means it's your job that you better your community too.
Knowing that there's something larger than yourself and that you can play a part in making someone else's life better.
Taking what I learned from my family, that others come before me, and translating that into the entire world.
It's really awesome to be in a place where not only are you worrying about academics, but it's also teaching me how to be a better person.
To me, stewardship is just being responsible, really thinking about your actions.
If I'm going to say that, I believe in this philanthropy, I think we should do this, I need to follow through with my actions.
What I found coming to Elmhurst is that there are lots of people that feel the same way. So it was easy to find a group of people who were so engaged in service and so willing to help.
Kind of made me reflect on, what do I value in life? Why am I here? They really did kind of push me to the next level and make me think about that, and I think that I'm a better person for it.
Values really help shape identity. If you really don't understand your values, you're not really understanding a part of who you are.
I was more sheltered until I came here, and Elmhurst has really kind of made me step out of my comfort zone and learn more about what I want to do and what I believe in.
Places like the chaplain's office and the Niebuhr Center for Faith and Action give me safe places where I can go to discuss my faith and to discuss my values with people that I know, I trust, and people that I know I can count on to influence me and to lead me in the right direction.
You can never be forced out of your faith or forced into a different kind of faith as long as you're at Elmhurst, that you really are given the ability to take your pick and always have encouragement from your peers, never shunned or excluded or pressured into something else. There's always a place for you.
If you believe you're here on this earth for a reason, that's going to affect the way you live your life. That's going to affect the way you treat your academics, the way you treat your social life, the way you look at your future and the goals that you have. Those things seem like really big things, but all of that boils down to the way you live your everyday life.
We value
intellectual excellence,
community,
social responsibility,
stewardship,
faith, meaning, and values.
Elmhurst College is much more than buildings, courses, and credits. It's a supportive community of individuals who are committed to helping you reach your full potential. But don't take my word for it.
I visited a lot of schools, but when I came here, it was just I'm home.
As soon as I walked on campus, I felt like I could dive right in and get involved.
Getting involved is easy, especially in class. The average class here has just 17 students.
Every faculty and staff here just wants me to succeed.
I can go up to them, and it's not just office hours. I'm here from 10:30 to 11:30. It's actually whenever you need help, my door's open.
There's a real connection that takes place. I'm frequently asked, what do I teach? I never say music. I teach people. Music's the vehicle.
It was great to see that rather than just teaching textbook material, they're actually giving you some industry insight.
I'm a vocalist. I'm out in the clubs performing. I'm touring in Europe and performing. So they see how their life can transition into that.
A lot of my friends from other universities, they don't get to be a part of undergraduate research, professional development at such an early stage.
They're truly there to help you and to build you and to make sure that you are amazing.
And at Elmhurst, you can be amazing all around, including on the field. Football is just one of 20 Division III sports.
We went straight to the Final Four of the nation, and that was a great way to come in and start off the season.
They're there because they're motivated to, they want to be a good team, they want to be a good player.
Wrestling wasn't my life. I was able to go out and do a lot of different activities and get involved on campus.
We are allowed to be students, and we can be involved in a lot of other things.
How do you want to get involved? You'll have your choice at Elmhurst.
Our campus has over 100 clubs and organizations.
Whatever you want to do, there's something here for you to do.
Concert choir, the Wind Ensemble, gospel choir,
Habitat for Humanity, Global Poverty Club.
I'm an orientation student leader,
SGA,
Best Buddies.
Greek life at Elmhurst College is really focused on leadership and discovering who you really are.
To be part of all these different organizations and get to know all these amazing people is why I love Elmhurst.
You can also get to know the world beyond the campus. Elmhurst offers study abroad opportunities in 44 countries.
I studied abroad in Granada,
Holland, Germany, El Salvador,
Israel and Palestine,
Costa Rica, Czech Republic.
Back at home, you'll enjoy all the advantages of our great location. Downtown Elmhurst is just a short walk from campus, and the Metro train will take you to the world-class city of Chicago in just 30 minutes. When it comes to career preparation, we've got you covered. Elmhurst will connect you with the people and the experiences you need to reach your full potential.
Elmhurst allows you to grow into the knowing, and I appreciate that there's a journey that we encourage. It's not just in one program or one department, it's threaded throughout everything that we do.
Elmhurst College pushes you to truly find who you are as a person and as a professional.
They will make sure no matter what your interests are, what your career path is, that there's going to be a resource on campus that is going to help you find that potential and then reach it.
If I had to say why Elmhurst would be the best option for nursing education, I would say because you don't have to be big to be the best. We have all of the student services, we have all the educational services, the excellent curriculum and faculty, so we're not big, but we are the best. We have a state-of-the-art simulation center, and I have seen many sim centers across the nation, and this one is truly, truly remarkable.
The professors there encourage us to make mistakes because it is simulation, and they want us to learn from our mistakes.
Going to the sim lab that's actually in Elmhurst Memorial Hospital, it's really, really cool. The facility is amazing, it's brand new.
What the simulation center consists of are mannequins, but these aren't just mannequins like you've seen before where you do CPR. Our mannequins talk to you. Our mannequins birth babies. Our mannequins cry. If you don't do what you need to do as a nurse to our mannequins, they will die. So what we do is actually simulate experiences in real life that you will see as a nurse, and you get to make mistakes without hurting people.
At any school you can learn the skills, but I feel like at Elmhurst, the faculty and staff are encouraging us to do more.
They're always passionate about what they do, and I think that's very important. One of my professors said, you don't just want to be a good nurse, you want to be the best nurse.
We do have many partners in the community at Elmhurst College, and basically we have to. We rely on our community partners to provide that clinical education piece. So while we are there with our students, side by side, teaching them, we couldn't do it if we didn't have the clinical partners. I think our faculty are our gems here. When you come to Elmhurst for nursing education, you will receive your education from clinical specialists. You can be good as a clinician, but that doesn't make you a good educator. We need excellent educators to be able to translate that theory into practice for our nursing students.
I got on the floor, and after a few weeks working with my clinical instructor and working with my classmates and collaborating, it really has provided me with a safe space to, talk to my instructor, talk to my other peers, and really work together to build my confidence and competency as a future nurse.
I feel like they are preparing me well, and I have no doubt that in a short year and a half that I'll be ready to go out into the world and be a nurse helping patients.
Our students are working everywhere. We have students working in schools, hospitals, and in community health settings. So our students are really everywhere. We don't just teach, we change lives.
I love when people ask me, okay, what can I do now that I'm here? I'm in the honors program, being a part of Union Board.
Best Buddies, Student Government, Debate Club,
Relay for Life, the Research Keystone Program,
Greek Life,
Tri Beta,
Juggling Club,
Student Ambassadors.
Once you get here, there are plenty of things going on. Serving the community is such a huge part of being an Elmhurst College student.
Center for Professional Excellence has a whole department and team ready to help you get involved with community service.
I think one of my favorite ones would have to be when I joined Golden Crew. The organization itself focuses on pediatric cancer. We had like a whole scavenger hunt for them, and I dressed up as Batman and kind of helped lead them through the entire experience. And it was kind of really like a humbling thing.
Being able to plan homecoming the last 4 years, it was really honestly one of the best experiences that I've had here.
I don't think I would have been this social or this confident if I wasn't part of the 10,000 things that I get the opportunity to be a part of every day.
The connections that you make on this campus, both in your academic classes as well as the different service organizations or just activities you get involved in, give you the opportunity to really get out there. Making those connections isn't something that's superficial. It's something that you get here as an experience. It's something that is going to carry on for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you're coming here to get a degree, but your 4 years in college aren't just defined by that. It's by all the things that you're involved in and the people that you meet, and the way that you meet those people is by getting involved.
And welcome back to R.A. Fagnall Hall. We are at halftime. Elmhurst and Carthage. The Redmen closed out the first half on a 9-0 run to tie the game up at 38. Leading scorers, Derek Dottledge was 3 of 5 from behind the arc. Remember, he had that 4-point play. He finishes with 10 points to lead the Bluejays. Jake Rohde with 7. Meanwhile, for the Redmen, Jordan Kodrowski had a couple of 3 balls. He ended up with 10 first half points. Sean Johnson had 10. Keenan Baltimore chipped in with 9 for the Redmen. Carthage shooting in that first half, 15 of 29 for 52%. Elmhurst was 15 of 32 for 47%. Carthage out-rebounded the Bluejays in the first half, 19 to 13. Turnovers, Carthage 11, Elmhurst 8. The Bluejays with 7 steals in the first half. Carthage with 3. Biggest lead of the game for Carthage in the first half was 11. They led 15 to 4. Elmhurst's biggest lead was at the end of the half. They were up 38 to 29. But as I mentioned, the 9-0 run to end the first half, and now a 3-point field goal by Mike Kennedy gives the Big Red, the Redmen, I should say, a 3-point lead, 41 to 38. Dottledge trying to answer. He does. So 2 triples, one by Dottledge, one by Kennedy. Dottledge now with 13, his 4th from downtown, and we're tied at 41. Mark Kruger delighted to bring you all the action. Oh, there's a bucket by Best, and he was fouled. Nice move by TJ. He's going to get the ball down on the block. He sees the defender come over the contact. That was Jake Rohde. Jake picking up the foul, his first. And now a chance for TJ to complete the 3-point play. He misses. And Maracas got the rebound. So it's 43-41 in favor of the Redmen. Rohde, fancy dribbling. Nice dish inside to Ireland. Jeremy now with 7. Nice assist by Jake Rohde. Take another look at it here. Wide open Jeremy as the defender went over to help. And that left Jeremy wide open. 18-foot jumper is off by Baltimore. And it's Dottledge coming down with the rebound. So now, tied at 43, the Bluejays with a chance to break the tie. Good CCIW battle here in Elmhurst. Ireland left wide open for a 3, short, tapped around and into the hands of Johnson. The Bluejays are 5-5 in the CCIW. Meanwhile, Carthage 2-8 in league play. Here's Rohde. Working it well, he does not use an Ireland screen. Whips it back to Jeremy. Perry dishes it off. Maracas went to the left-handed reverse, and it was knocked out of bounds with 12 to shoot. Jake Rohde will trigger the inbound here. Just 2 minutes gone by here in the second half. Blue Jays and the Redmen deadlocked at 43. Ireland double teamed up top. Rohde with 5 in the shot clock, and that one is going to go over the top of the backboard. It will go to the Redmen. I mentioned for Carthage trying to snap this 4-game losing streak. They lost to Augustana, North Central, Milliken, and Wheaton. Boy, this is a tough CCIW conference. Year in and year out, one of the best in the country as far as Division III goes. 7 to shoot now for the Redmen, and that triple is off by Best. And the Blue Jays doing a good job on the glass of holding Carthage to just one. Beautiful pass by Rhodey to Ireland. Jeremy now with 9. Jake Rhodey distributing here in the second half. 2-point lead for the Blue Jays. 45-43. Baltimore backing down on Ireland. Baltimore with a hook shot, good. Boy, that's a good move by Keenan. Baltimore, he now is in double figures. Third Redmond to get into double figures. Keenan now with 11. Ties the game up at 45. Maracas holding. Ireland will take the 3. He'll hit it. A dozen now for Jeremy Ireland, his second 3-ball of the night. And the lead is 3 for the Blue Jays, 48-45. Blue Jays starting out the second half a lot better than they started the game, and there's going to be a foul on Pavlos Maracas. That's going to be 3 on Pavlos. He picked up 2 quick fouls and did not see much time in the first half. Second team foul. He picks up his 3rd here with 16-11 remaining in the game. Kedrowski to the line where he is 2 for 3 so far tonight. He hits that one to give him 11. And so now Maracas is going to leave with the 3 fouls. In comes Austin Brown. And that second free throw is also good by Jordan. He's got a dozen. He's the leading scorer for Carthage. He's got 12. Baltimore has 11. Johnson has 10. It's a 1-point lead for the Blue Jays. Rhodey will step in, take the shot. No. Ireland keeps it alive, and it's going to go off of Carthage. It'll be Blue Jay ball. So they they're changing it. 2 officials get together, and they decide to give the ball to Carthage. By the way, I failed to mention the officials. Dave Cronin, Jason Shook, and Bob St. Ledger. Your 3 officials for tonight's CCIW matchup. Baltimore inside to Johnson. Sean now with a dozen. And the lead is now 1 for Carthage. 49-48. Perry on the drive. Yeah, he got bumped by Kedrowski. For Jordan, that's his 1st. It's the first team foul of the half. Pavlos Maracas comes back into the game. Jeremy Ireland will come out. So Brown, Rhodey, Pavlakis, or Maracas, I should say. Derek Dotledge and Austin Brown, who has the ball now. Bounce pass to Perry. Kedrowski on him. Perry whips it inside to Brown. Brown to the left hand, no. And Johnson got the rebound. Good move by Brown, just couldn't finish. Johnson holding way up top. 5 minutes gone by here in this second half as Baltimore goes down on the floor. Derek Dotledge is talking to the official. Derek not happy that this foul's, take another look. Yeah, it is going to be on Dotledge. His 1st. It's the 3rd team foul. 15 minutes left to play here in regulation. Kedrowski's shot is no good. Dotledge got hammered over the back by Mike Kennedy. And for Mike, that's his 2nd. Let's take another look at it here. Good position. You see Kennedy come over the back of Dotledge. Are they calling it on? It looks like they're giving the foul. Okay, now they're. Looks like they're giving the foul to Baltimore for some reason. It looked like Kennedy went over the back, but nevertheless, Rhodey whips it out to Brown at the free throw line. Yes. Austin Brown with a field goal. He's got 5. And the Blue Jays recapture the lead. 50-49, Elmhurst. Here's Kennedy, guarded by Dotlich. Good matchup there. 3 ball. Kedrowski is good. 15 now for Jordan Kedrowski, his 3rd from downtown. Carthage leads by 2. Rhodey goes baseline. Brown. That would have been for the lead. Maracas battling for it, and it will stay Blue Jay basketball. So they'll get a new 30-second shot clock. Nick Balcom comes back into the game for the Blue Jays. He replaces Nick Perry. Also, Ryan Patton comes in for Elmhurst. Dotlich will take a breather here with 13:58 remaining in the game. This is going to be a good finish, I got a feeling here. If the Blue Jays can execute, this would be a big home game. Oh, beautiful bounce pass and away in by Maracas. Rhodey delivering another dime. Look at this beautiful bounce pass, and Maracas wide open. 4 now for Pavlos. We're tied at 52. So we were tied at 38 at halftime, and now we're tied at 52 as that triple goes for Best. Best gives the Redmen the 3-point lead, 55-52. Rhodey gets it back from Maracas. Rhodey double team, dishes it off to Balcom. Nice bounce pass inside to Brown. Can't get it to go. Maracas with the tip. Beautifully timed by Pavlos. Take another look at it here. You see Brown missing, but look at Pavlos timing it beautifully. And the Blue Jays are within 1, 55-54. Polglaze giving it off to Best, back to Polglaze. He'll launch the triple. That one is off to the left a little bit. Brown got the loose ball ahead to Rhodey. Balcom drives into the lane. Balcom, nope. Tapped around, Johnson got the rebound. Good move by Nick, just didn't finish. Polglaze from the elbow. Brown thought he got the block, but he's gonna get called for the foul. For Austin Brown, that is his first. Let's take another look at it here. Oh yeah, he may have gotten him on the arm a little bit. And that'll bring Jacob Polglaze to the line here to shoot 2. Polglaze hit a triple back in the first half. Boy, left that free throw well short. As Ireland comes back into the game, replacing Maracas. Jacob will have one more free throw here. Jay Militello back in the game. He replaces Austin Brown. One more free throw coming here by Polglaze. Can't hit either free throw. Ireland got the rebound. So it's still a 1-point lead for Carthage. Rhodey inside to Ireland. Jeremy with the 2. 14 for Jeremy Ireland. Yet another assist by Jake Rhodey. As the Blue Jays recapture the lead here. 56-55. Good hustle by Rhodey. It's going to go out of bounds to Carthage. It looks like Baltimore ready to check back in here for the Redmen. Jake Rhodey, by the way, with 9 assists in this game so far. Jeremy Ireland with 7 rebounds. Shot is off. Johnson got the rebound. Still a 1-point lead for the Blue Jays. Good matchup here tonight. Jeremy Ireland has had a good second half. He's had 4 field goals here in the second half. Now we got a whistle and a foul called away from the ball. against the Blue Jays will be on Jake Rohde. And for Jake, that's his second. Nick Perry is going to come into the game probably for Rohde. Indeed, Jake will take a breather here with 2 fouls. 11:14 remaining. 5 team fouls for the Blue Jays, 3 team fouls for Carthage. 3-ball attempt by Baltimore. Yes, and he was fouled. Jay Militello closing out on Baltimore, committing the foul. Let's take another look. Oh boy, the feet kind of got tangled up a little bit, but boy, I didn't see much of a foul there. 3 fouls now on Jay Militello. 14 for Baltimore as he tries to complete a 4-point play. Remember, Derek Dotlich completed a 4-point play back in the first half for Elmhurst. As Baltimore completes a 4-point play here. He's got 15. 15 for him, 15 for Kodrowski, the 2 leading scorers for Carthage. The Redmen lead by 3. 59-56. Perry on the drive to the glass, yes. Beautiful take by Nick Perry, and the Blue Jays are within 1. Take another look. Good move by Nick. Little scooper off the glass, and the Blue Jays are within 1. Here's Baltimore. Tough shot front of the rim, but there's Johnson to put it back. Too easy. Boy, got to get a body on him. Sean Johnson now at 14. 1 possession game, 61-58 Carthage. Here's Perry working around an Ireland screen. Bounce pass back to Jeremy. Drive to the left hand and lays it in. Beautiful take by Jeremy Ireland. 16 for Jeremy. He's the leading scorer for the Blue Jays. He's the game high scorer right now. Blue Jays within 1. Well, there's Baltimore going back to work. 16 for Keenan. Check that, 17 for Baltimore. Three-point lead for Carthage. 9:41 remaining. Patton for 3. That one went off the backboard. Loose ball to Best. .927 remaining in regulation. Carthage. Here's a 3-ball by Huff. That one is off. Perry gets the loose ball in the corner. Quickly ahead to Balcom. Blue Jays can tie the game up with a triple. Militello to tie. Front of the rim, no. Rebound, Kodrowski. 63-60. Redmond. We are at the 9-minute mark of this one. 3-ball by Best. No. Followed up nicely, though, by Michael Huff. Boy, he timed that one beautifully. Look at number 12 on the miss. Nobody boxing him out, and he puts it in, and Carthage leads by 5. And a full timeout taken now by the Blue Jays. Well, nobody putting a body on Michael Huff as he went in just untouched and timed that offensive rebound beautifully, put it back in for the bucket, and Carthage now leads by 5, 65-60. Jeremy Ireland with 16 points, 11 of those 16 coming here in the second half. Keenan Baltimore has 17. He had 9 in the first half, and he's got 8 in the second half. Remember, he had that 4-point play a couple of moments ago. Again, other action tonight in league play. Milliken is at Illinois Wesleyan. Wheaton is at Carroll, and the 2 top teams in the league battling it out tonight. Augustana, 11-0 in the CCIW at North Central. The Cardinals are 9-2 in league play. Well, I'll be back with you Saturday afternoon for Tethany Carrillo and the women's team of Elmhurst College. They will be taking on Wheaton. That is a 2 o'clock start. So log on to bluejaytv.com. And the weather should be actually a little nicer on Saturday. So if you're in the area, come on out for Blue Jay basketball. Tethny Carrillo's women's team, 2 o'clock this Saturday against Wheaton. What a drive by Jeremy Ireland, and he was fouled. Chance for Jeremy to complete the three-point play. What a game for Ireland here tonight. The foul is on Sean Johnson. That's number 3 on Johnson, and a chance for Ireland to complete the three-point play, and he does. 19 points for Jeremy Ireland, 14 coming here in the second half, and he brings the Blue Jays to within 2. Boy, Jeremy's certainly the hot hand here in the second half. Baltimore's 3. No, Maracas got the rebound. Boy, get the ball to 30. Jeremy's been the hot man here. Perry, Maracas at the free throw line is not going to take it. There's Ireland. Jeremy working on Baltimore. Baltimore falls down, leaves Ireland wide open, and he hits. Baltimore fell down, and that left Jeremy wide open. And tonight, you do not want to leave Jeremy Ireland open. He buries it. He's got 21. That ties the game up. A quick 5-0 run by the Blue Jays thanks to Jeremy Ireland, and we're tied at 65. Here's Best on the drive, puts up a tough shot, cannot get it to go. Maracas got the rebound, and Johnson went over the back, I believe. If this is on Sean Johnson, this is going to be number 4 on him. It is his 4th. Boy, that's a big foul. And Jurakovic is going to, well, Johnson is going to come out of the game. Jacob Polglaze comes in, and so Johnson has to sit here with the 4 fouls with 7:39 to go. That was huge. Let's see if the Blue Jays could take advantage of that. Elmhurst and Carthage, we're tied at 65. Ireland from the elbow, that one was way off to the left. Maracas, though, got it back. Putback is good. Well, that's where Carthage misses Sean Johnson as Maracas got the loose ball and put it back in. Pavlos with 8. Blue Jays recapture the lead. 67-65, this for the lead. Rimming around and out. Rhodey got the rebound. That 3-ball attempt by Huff. Perry into the lane. Nick kicks it out. Ireland for 3. Rimming around and out. Maracas got the rebound. He was stripped. This game's starting to heat up a little bit. 6:44 remaining. Kadrowski kicks it out. Best for 3. Air ball. Maracas to Perry. Nick pushing it up. Rhodey for 3. Yes! Jake Rhodey buries the triple. Nick Perry with the assist. Timeout taken by Carthage. Rhodey buries the triple. That gives Jake 10 points on the night. He is the 3rd Blue Jay to get into double figures. Jeremy Ireland with 21, Derek Dotlich has 13, and now Jake Rhodey with 10. As the Blue Jays, who were trailing by 5 just a couple of moments ago, they go on a 10-0 run, and the Blue Jays now lead by 5, 70-65. Nice pass from Nick Perry. Jake Rhodey went out from behind the arc, spotted up beautifully, got his feet set underneath him, and buried the triple. And Elmhurst leads by 5. Both of these two teams a year ago finished with identical overall marks. They were both 13 and 12 last year. Blue Jays finished 7th in the league, finished 6 and 10. Meanwhile, the Redmen finished 5th in the league. They were 8 and 8 in conference. Blue Jays have Dotlich, Maracas, Ireland, Rohde, and Perry out there. Baltimore brings it up here for Carthage. Baltimore guarded by Maracas. Shot from the free throw line is off the mark by Polglaze. And now here come the Blue Jays, leading by 5. Dotlich for 3. Short, yeah, he was fading back just a little bit, never really got squared up. Baltimore into the corner. That triple is good by Kadrowski. 18 for Jordan. 70-68 as that triple there, as you see the replay, brings the Redmen to within 2. 5:40 remaining. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com. Dotlich into the lane, picks up his dribble, back out to Rohde, 6 to shoot. Jake's gonna have to get this one up. Rohde into the lane, kicks it out. Perry with 2 to shoot. And it's an air ball, and it's gonna be a shot clock violation. So Sean Johnson back into the game at the 5:22 mark. He comes in with 4 fouls. Boy, if I'm the Blue Jays, whoever Johnson is guarding, I would give the ball to him and let him take it right at Sean and have him try to pick up his 5th foul. Baltimore will pull up for 3 over the outstretched arm of Jeremy Ireland as Baltimore hits his 3rd triple. Look at that. That gives Carthage a 1-point lead. Dotlich trying to answer, and he hits a 3. His 5th from downtown as we go back and forth. Dotlich's triple gives the Blue Jays a 2-point lead. Oh my. 73-71. Spin move by Baltimore, and he goes glass. Wow. Keenan, Baltimore starting to take over. 22 for Keenan. Here's Perry on the drive, blocked by Johnson. And Sean did a great job of getting the block and not picking up his 5th foul. Fouls on Derek Dotlich, his 2nd. Wow. We are going to be in for a great finish here, folks. My name is Mark Kruger. So glad to bring you all the action live from R.A. Fagnall Hall here in Elmhurst. We hope you are nice and warm wherever you have us logged on. 4:28 remaining. We're tied at 73. We were tied at the half, 38-38. And now, 2 officials are over at the scorer's table. I think they're trying to figure out if this is the 6th or the 7th team foul for Elmhurst. Okay, they're saying it is the 7th team foul. And so it'll be 1 and the bonus here for Carthage with 4:28 left. So it's going to be Sean Johnson. First time that Johnson is coming to the line here tonight. 1 and the bonus. He's got 14 points, 10 of his 14 coming in the first half. Every possession is going to be crucial from here on out. Johnson's first free throw, rims around and out. Dotlich with the rebound. 7 team fouls for Elmhurst, 5 team fouls for Carthage. Keep that in mind. Rohde keeps his dribble. Nice bounce pass to Maracas, who lays it in. Johnson came over, tried to get the block, couldn't get it. Maracas in double figures, 8 of his 10 points coming here in the second half. Blue Jays by 2. Shot no good by Huff, and the rebound pulled down by Maracas. Pavlos has had a good game. In transition and laying it in is Balcom. Balcom's bucket gives the Blue Jays a 4-point lead. You see him running beautifully in transition, and Bosco Jurakovic wants and gets a full timeout here. So a couple of quick buckets by the Blue Jays. 4-point lead, 77-73 with 3:41 left. Four different Blue Jays in double figures. Maracas has 10, Rhodey has 10, Dolich has 16, and your leading scorer is Jeremy Ireland with 21. Keenan Baltimore has 22 for Carthage. Sean Johnson with 14. Jordan Kadrowski has 18. Those are your leading scorers here tonight. (77-73). Blue Jays by 4. Baltimore will inbound. He gets it into Kadrowski. Kadrowski guarded by Perry. Baltimore, he's guarded by Balcom. Baltimore, oh, the reach in by Nick, and he's going to get called for the reach in. And for Balcom, that's his third. It's the 8th team foul. So Baltimore to the line. Jeremy Ireland quickly back in for Balcom. Baltimore tonight is 3 for 3 from the foul line for the year. He's an 82% free throw shooter. .23 now on the night for Keenan Baltimore. He's a leading scorer for Carthage, averaging over 20 a game coming into tonight. Second free throw by Baltimore. Man, nothing but net. Carthage within 2, 3.5 left. 77-75. Blue Jays need to execute here down the stretch. Leading by 2. Perry, Ireland from the elbow. Back of the iron, a rare miss. Maracas though got the rebound and a fresh 30-second shot clock as he whips it back out to Rhodey. Johnson is guarding Ireland. Johnson with the 4 fouls. Rhodey and the foul. It's going to be a 2-shot foul. It's going to be on Baltimore. It's his third. And so that'll put Jake Rhodey to the line for the first time here tonight. And Rhodey is an 82% free throw shooter. 10 points tonight for Jake. And he gets the roll there. One more free throw coming for Rhodey. Nick Balcom back into the game as he replaces Jeremy Ireland. And Coach Baines goes offense-defense with Ireland and Balcom. Second free throw by Rhodey is good. A dozen for Jake. 4-point lead for the Blue Jays. Pressure now, 79-75. Just under 3 minutes to play in regulation. Baltimore going to work on Balcom. 3 ball. That one is good by TJ Best. For Best, his second from downtown. He's in double figures with 10, and Carthage is within 1. Rhodey going past Johnson. Johnson not even going to try to get the block. And for Rhodey, now he has 14. The lead back up now to 3, 81-78. 2:20 to go. Boy, they're going to go to Baltimore almost every trip down. Baltimore off the glass. No, Maracas with the rebound. Rhodey into the front court. Jake behind the back dribble. Dolich for 3. Baltimore with the rebound. 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Carthage with the ball, trailing by 3 to tie. Rimming around and out. That 3 by Baltimore, and he grimaces. He thought that one was going down. Blue Jays by 3. Rhodey keeps his dribble. Popping out is Perry. Rhodey with some fancy dribbling, and now finally a whistle. It was before the shot. It is going to be the 7th team foul. It's going to be on TJ Best, his second, but it's the 7th team foul. So Jake Rhodey back to the line. He will shoot one in the bonus with 1:34 left. Well, Bruce Hill, the PA announcer, said 2 shots, but the officials are saying it was before the shot, so it's 1 in the bonus now for Rhodey. 14 on the night for Jake. Now he's got 15. Boy, oh boy, some key free throws by Jake Rhodey. The lead is back up to 4. 1:34 left. 2 free throws by Rhodey. The lead is now 5, 83-78. Elmhurst with 3 timeouts left. Carthage with 2 timeouts. A steal, and the Blue Jays get the ball back. Coach Baines wants to run some clock here. Huge turnover by Carthage. 1:20 remaining. Blue Jays with the ball, leading by 5. Boy, a bucket here would be huge. Rhodey, 10 to shoot. Rhodey slips, keeps his dribble. And what's the call? Oh, a timeout. John Baines, I think when Rhodey was starting to slip is when Coach Baines decided to call the timeout. So it'll be Blue Jay basketball. There is only 6 seconds left on the shot clock. You see the numbers, lower right-hand part of your monitor, 1:09 left. So a good timeout by John Baines as they're going to try to drum up the play here with 6 seconds left. Probably going to get the ball to Jake Rhodey, and they're going to set a screen up top for Jake, probably, and see what Jake can do with it. 16 on the night for Jake Rhodey. 16 for Dotlich. Maracas with 10. Jeremy Ireland with 21. Ireland not on the floor right now. Balcom inbounds it. He gets it right back from Perry. Balcom takes the shot. It's no good, and we've got a whistle on the rebound attempt. Maracas went over the back of Johnson. Well, that's not good. For Pavlos, that's his 4th. The Blue Jays are over the limit. What it does is it stops the clock, and it gives Carthage an opportunity to put points on the board. Jacob Polglaze comes back in for the Redmen. So it'll be Sean Johnson to the line here. 1 and the bonus. He's 0 for 1 on the night. 14 points for Sean. He buries that free throw. 15 on the night for Sean Johnson. And Carthage is within 4. He makes this. It's a 1-possession game. 16 on the night for Sean Johnson. Oh, man. 83-80. 1:02 left. Ireland to Dotlich. Under a minute remaining. Blue Jays with the ball and a 3-point lead. Here's Rhodey. We'll see if someone sets a screen. Now Maracas does. Rhodey takes it in. Out in the corner. Ireland for 3. No. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by Kennedy. It'll be Blue Jay basketball. That's huge. So they get a fresh 30 seconds. There's 40 seconds left in the game. So a 10-second differential here. Blue Jays by 3, and a timeout taken, a full timeout taken by the Blue Jays here. So each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Well, it's chess time and strategy time for these 2 head coaches. For Bosko Jurakovic, what do you do defensively? Do you just try to play tough defense, get the rebound, and you'll get the ball back perhaps to try to go for the last shot to tie the game up? Or do you decide to foul right away, trailing by 3? For John Baines, What do the Blue Jays do? Try to spread the floor, try to run the clock down. You're up by 3, and you got a fresh 30-second shot clock. You can obviously run the game clock down to 10 if you use all of the shot clock. Interesting move by both head coaches, how they're going to play it here. Rhodey, Ireland, Perry, Dotlich, and Balcom into the game. Up top now is Perry. And okay, right now that Carthage is fouling. They foul Perry. And so that'll put Nick Perry to the line. Nick Perry, foul by the way, was on Kodrowski. That's his second. And so Nick Perry to the line for the first time tonight. Nick with 4 points. It's the 8th team foul, so 1 and the bonus here for Nick. Huge free throw. Boy, oh boy, the Blue Jays, if they can pull this one out, some key free throws down the stretch is certainly going to be the key. It is now a 2-possession game. Blue Jays by 4. 5-point lead as Nick Perry hits 2 clutch free throws. Nick with 6 points, 85-80. Half a minute remaining. Ball to blocked by Maracas. Pavlos gives it to Rhodey. And Rhodey looking to get fouled. He gives it to Dotlich. Derek picks up his dribble, whips it ahead. Here's Maracas. He misses, gets it back, puts it up and in. And that might just about do it. Blue Jays by 7 with 10 seconds remaining. The triple by Pedrowski is short. It's going to go out of bounds to the Blue Jays. Elmhurst is going to hold on to win. Ireland is going to come in for Maracas. Let's take another look at it here. Maracas missed it, got it back, put it up and in. They get it into Jeremy Ireland. Really no sense to foul now, and they do not, as Jeremy runs it out. Fittingly that he runs it out because he had a great game. He's going to end up with 21 points, and the leading scorer for the Blue Jays here tonight is Elmhurst wins it by 7, 87-80. Maracas finishes with a dozen, 10 of his 12 coming here in the second half. Dotlich with 16. Jake Rhodey had 16 as well for the Blue Jays. Meanwhile, for Carthage, Keenan Baltimore finishes the night with 24 points. He was the leading scorer for Carthage. Sean Johnson had 16 and 18 Jordan Kodrowski. So Carthage now 7-13 overall, 2-9 in the CCIW. Meanwhile, Elmhurst 11-9 overall and 6-5 in the CCIW. So that'll do it from RA Fagnall Hall. Again, we'll have the women of Elmhurst Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock right here on BlueJayTV.com. Again, the Blue Jays win it here tonight by a score of 87-80. You have been logged on to BlueJayTV.com. Mark Ruger, so long, everybody.